to Golden Hour series. I am so happy to be back, and I'm also very happy to announce that from now we will launch videos every week. So you will get these crazy tweets every week, so don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss all the fun videos we will make for you. Today I'm making a big contest between the Tamron 85mm 1.8 and the Canon 85mm 1.2, and I'm super excited to show you the results because I think you will get surprised as well. And all the pictures that I show in this video are straight from the camera, so no edits at all, it's just the ugly truth. When we were in Aruba, we made a camera bag video to show you what we bring in our camera bags. I have a lot of different lenses and I'm using them for different occasions. So at first I'm using a Canon 5D Mark IV as my main camera, and then I have a Canon 5D Mark III as my backup. I usually have my 85mm, and this is from Tamron, and it's a 1.8 in aperture. And then I also use Canon's 85mm 1.2. Since we have both lenses here, Canon's 85 and Tamron's 85, I wanted to make a contest between them, since I know that you guys want to see which one is the best. Maybe it's a little bit unfair to compare such different lenses because the price is so different, but I think that you can take that in consideration when you see the review. To do this test, we decided to go to Gran Canaria in Spain, where I had a maternity shoot this summer, and I was a little bit surprised by the results by this test because we did try the Tamron in Aruba when we were there in January, and I did like the lens, of course, but I didn't understand that there was a big difference between the original Canon lens and the Tamron lens. So when I noticed this, I really wanted to make a competition between them because I think there's a lot of photographers who buy the original Canon lens, which is very expensive, instead of a much cheaper and maybe better Tamron lens. I'm not going to reveal the results yet, but we went to Gran Canaria and here is the results. I've always been very faithful to Canon. I've always been choosing the original battery grips, the lenses, the batteries, everything. So that's why it was a little bit hard for me to do this review, because I didn't want the other lens to be better, because I already have bought this very expensive lens, and yeah, that was really hard for me. But the main reason why I did this review was when I did this shoot a couple of months ago in Sweden. And it was a very beautiful evening, we had a sunset, and when I was editing the pictures I got a shock because all the pictures have huge chromatic aberration. So if we look at this picture, we can see very clear that both of them has this purple line around their heads, and the green chromatic aberration is also visible, but the purple one is without doubt the worst. And I didn't know that it was this bad, but my friend Elin, who Elin, you know Elin, she borrowed a 50mm 1.2, and she said that the chromatic aberration is horrible. It's crazy, and I said to her, yeah, but you can just adjust it in camera raw, it's no biggie, it's okay. But when I started to do this editing in camera raw with these pictures, I understood that you can't recover this. It's really hard. I need to use the clone stamp and brushes and everything, because when you remove this chromatic aberration in camera raw, you will get this gray line instead. And the gray line will erase all the colors from the lips and the eyes and the nose, and it doesn't look good at all. So when I saw this picture, I was like, okay, I think we need to do this competition now, because I didn't notice that the Tamron lens had these problems when I tried it out. And yeah. Another thing that I had some doubts with the Canon lens is the sharpening. If we look at these two pictures and compare them to each other, to be fair, I did compare several pictures, not only one, because when you photograph with a wide aperture like 1.2, 1.8, it's really easy to get the sharpening on the nose instead of the eyes, where I usually focus. So that's why I compared with several pictures just to make it fair. And unfortunately, this was the results of all the pictures. That I am a professional photographer. I've been doing this for 10 years, and I really know how to put the sharpening right. I'm not an amateur. So you can see clearly here that the sharpening on Anna's eyes is good on the Tamron lens, but it's not very good on the Canon lens. And this is the picture I've been taking from distance. And often when you do that kind of pictures, you don't get this 100% sharpening. That's normal, and I don't have that high thoughts about any lens, but a lens that costs so much should really, really do much better than this. I also wanted to try the lenses in very strong sunlight, so we decided to continue the test in my hometown Helsingborg in Sweden. And I must say that when it wasn't very strong sunlight, the lenses were very similar in the sharpening. When I'm taking these pictures, I think they look almost the same in the sharpening. But when we took the pictures in strong sunlight, I think that the Tamron lens was a little bit more sharper, but it was also pretty similar. But you can also see that there's a big difference between the colors. I think that the colors of the Tamron lens are more saturated, and with the Canon lens it's more desaturated. And when I photograph in sunsets, I really want the pictures to pop, and I don't want them to look gray. If we compare the colors of Tamron and Canon, I must say that I prefer the Canon colors. They are more desaturated, they are less yellow, and the Tamron gives a little bit darker pictures. So therefore I will give the point to Canon for the colors, but also it's very easy to adjust this in Photoshop or Lightroom. So this is a very small thing, but I want to be honest with you, so I will give the point for colors to Canon. If we compare the focus, I think that Canon has really improved. The focus is really fast, it's quiet, it's really good. And Tamron is also very quiet, it's also very fast, so I like them both. So I will give them both points for the focus. If we compare the sharpness between Canon and Tamron, I think that they are both very fast and silent when they're focusing, so that's really good. But since I think that Tamron is a little bit better with the sharpening, I will give Tamron the point for sharpness. And for the weight, the Canon lens is a little bit heavier than the Tamron, so the Tamron will get the point for the weight. Chromatic aberration, I think you already know which lens will get the point for this one. So it's time to announce the winner of this contest. Will it be Canon 85mm or will it be Tamron 85mm? The winner is Tamron! You win because you are light, you are price-worthy, sharp, and you don't give any chromatic aberration. So congratulations to Tamron, and I am so happy to have you in my camera family. Thank you so much for watching, and we will be back soon with episodes from Sweden together with Elin. Bye bye!